Welcome back to Adri's Farmhouse Kitchen for another episode of Seed Sowing. It is torrential, raining, windy, so I'm not sure how well you're gonna able to hear me, but I probably have to gonna do some voiceover over this vlog. Today we are going to sow some flowers, and most of these flowers are home-saved seeds. I'm gonna do Marigold, Cosmos and Sweet Pea, and I'm gonna sow some Red Hot Poker and Amaranth as well. Also we're gonna sow three different varieties of tomatoes. We're gonna do the Vilna, like a pot bush variety. We're gonna do some of my home-saved seed of Amish paste, and this is quite old, the San Marzano too, but I would like to give it a go. Most of the tomatoes we're gonna do in March. We're gonna do also some radishes, peas and broad beans, because I have got a mice in my grow room. I have to show you. 2 weeks ago we've sowed all the peas, I wanted for pea shoots or like for pod, and broad beans. And most of the time, because it was still very cold, I covered it. But the last few days was so warm, so I've opened it up because I've noticed that it's gonna start shooting. I came back the next day and it's all gone. All gone. All the peas and all the broad beans. So we're gonna have to start it all over again. We've done this 2 weeks ago, so I have got a mice in here, but it's not good. But it is what it is. So we're gonna do peas and broad beans as well today, friends. What else are you gonna do? And beetroot. Yeah, and beetroot. So if you're interested, you are very welcome. We are in a grow room today. I'm gonna have to show you something. I'm experimenting with the soil blocker. We're gonna do a few today again. Shoot. And I was waiting for another one. I've ordered a smaller one so I can do the flowers. Look how tiny it is. Literally can fit on the palm of my hand. So it's 1, 2, 3, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4 times 5, 20. 20 tiny squares. So we're gonna experiment with these. So it's gonna be fun. But first of all, we're gonna start. I've also done all the labels. We're gonna start with the peas and broad beans. And then we go to the flowers and vegetables, friends. That's the plan anyway. Right. Oh, actually, I've changed my mind already, because I think these 2 tomatoes I'm gonna do them in pots, and this Vilna tomatoes I'm gonna do in this module tray. Let's get this rid of from here, because the peas and the radish and the beetroot is gonna be in a big tray, so I'm gonna need the whole surface of this table after that. And probably we're gonna experiment on big trays with the soil blocker as well for the flowers. So yeah, let's do that. So again, I am using sifted last year's. This is just another one. Tad on me. I like using this rubber gloves though. Last year's compost. Also, well, probably it's gonna be next week now. I'm gonna show you the raised bed garden. It's nearly finished. We managed to fill loads and loads of our raised beds. But today it's not the best time, to be honest, friends, to go out. But from tomorrow the weather is gonna be better, so hopefully we can spend some time in a garden. I was really worried about, all the beautiful potato display for all the seed potatoes that the mice gonna eat. So yeah, it's not good. Right, so I'm just gonna fill this module tray for Vilna. tomato. I'm probably just gonna put like 2 seed to each department. And then, oh, hang on, have I got any more vermiculite? I must have run out, friends. Oh, I must have run out. I haven't got any. So we're gonna have to just go with this. I'm just thinking that might be dense. This one still got it. Never mind. Right, so that's for the 3 tomato varieties. I've got one leftover of this one. I might put broad beans in here as well. We can fill. I'm gonna use this little tiny squared module trays for the broad beans. So let's fill that up as well. Might as well. How are you getting on with your seed sowing? You started sowing yet, or are you still hanging on? It's still early, so it's you know, it's still in February, so the reason I'm doing it because now everything I'm gonna take to the house. I've got the conservatory and the grow lights there and the heated propagators, so they can hang around there for a while. Okie doke. So that's for the broad beans. And I'm gonna do the bigger trays in a minute. All right. These ones are quite wet, but I'm probably gonna give them just a little soak. Right, let's find the labels. Tomato-Vilna. That's the one. This red cherry tomato. And let's see if you've got enough for 2 each. And those little, oh, look at tiny mini seeds, friends. Absolutely miniature seeds. Wow. Okay. Two each. That's it. Let's see how many is gonna germinate. And we're just gonna sprinkle the top. Absolutely tiny, just to cover those little seeds. Pat it down. Check it, make sure the seed is not on our hand. And that's it. All done. Next we do the some Marzano. This is an old seed that was sown by 2022. I'm sure this is gonna germinate, you know, but we're gonna use up the lot and we're just gonna thin it out. We don't even need all this now. Some Marzano, sign, and the Amish paste. We'll put it over here. This is one of my home saved seeds, but I must have saved these, to be honest, ages ago, because I can't remember doing this last year. So let's just put them all over and see what's happened. And just like that, all the tomatoes for February are sown. A lot more coming next month. Right, so that's done. Can go put this aside. I'll take this to the house. That's it. Okay, next we're gonna need some space here now. So I'm just just gonna move things away, out of the way. Like that. Do the peas and broad beans next. Okay, let's do the broad beans. Got about 40 hot seeds in here. I'm just gonna push it down just as far as it goes. The soil, actually, I want to do it on the side, not flat, but like that. So what I like doing first, just push it in and cover it back after. This wind is ridiculous again. I am doing the peas now. The variety is called Peas-Norli. And we're gonna eat this, or I'm planning to eat this as either pea shoots or, like, you know, sugar snap. So eat the whole pod and it's still flat, not beans in them, or just still tiny. So I am putting 3 to each little cell, and let's see how far we can go with it. I'm also going to sow some of my home-saved seeds of dill seeds, and then next we're gonna sow 3 different varieties of radishes, the same sort of scenario, these little cells. I'm just doing a dill seeds now. Just put loads of seeds in those little cells. So I've got so much. Absolutely love dill. And the dill seed smells gorgeous. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna put it over the peas as well, friends. I'm sure they make a good companion together. We'll find out. There you go. Look how much load. I've still got loads left. I'll put this back in the pocket. Some compost and our peas and dill done as well. I'm gonna take this to the house. I shouldn't really have to, but I am taking because of the mice situation. We resolve that, and it's definitely going to germinate a lot quicker in a house because it's warm there. So yeah, just push it down and that's all done. Let's do the switcheroo with the trays. I'm going to do the beetroot and the radishes next. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. In this pack it says that it's got 5 different varieties of radishes. Anyway, it's called like a rainbow beet. And I've also have the microgreens, bull's blood beetroot. So we might grow some of them as a beet, some of them as a microgreen. And I've got 3 varieties of radishes in here. I've got the watermelon. Look how cool this is looking. And I've got the Sparkler 3, the red and white. And this one more like a pinky colored one. This one's called Royal Purple. Okay, so don't need the soil blockers just yet. We're gonna do that next with the flowers. So let's fill these module trays. I'm just taking these bigger pieces out. They're a little bit like clayey. I've got another tray full of sieved compost there, and I've still got loads of pots to go through, so for now we've still got enough, plenty of used compost for seed sowing. I'm going to start with the rainbow beet, and even though these are tiny cells, I'm still gonna put 3 of these decent sized beetroot seeds in there. If it's 2 or 4, it's okay. Just don't want too many. Ideally, I'm aiming for about 3 per cell. I've still got loads of beetroot to eat, fresh beetroot as well as pickled beetroot. That's where we're gonna go next to do the pantry tour. I'm doing this pantry challenge. It's coming up. This is the last week now in February, but I'm gonna carry on. I'm only gonna buy a few more things like grain, so we can make flour to make bread, and coffee. I run out of coffee beans, but I think that's all what I need. Okay, just find a sign. Rainbow beet, and this is gonna be the bull's blood. You're gonna start on the other side. I'm sure it was this bull's blood or something very similar. This, what I've done last year, was the best tasting beetroot, honestly. So I don't think so we need all. I think we just use about the half. Or we can actually, we'll see how it goes. Again, I'm putting 3 to each cell, and whichever cell is not gonna fill, I'm gonna fill it with probably one of the variety of the radishes, and put the watermelon radish in there. In between there is 1, 2, 3 rows. Radish germinates real quick, to be honest. Yeah, let's just sprinkle like that. I don't want too much in there, because I'm probably going to end up planting this out. It all depends on the weather. Okay friends, we're good. We put the sparkler and the royal purple to this, half it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so we've got 4 and 3. And whatever left over, we're gonna do it maybe in a month's time or something. That's enough. Can go back. The radishes and the beetroot is done as well. So we're gonna do the sweet pea and the rest of the flowers next. Radish seeds are tiny as well, so we don't need a lot really. Put this back. Do a succession sowing, sow every month also. Cover it back up and we're good. I'm gonna take this to the house as well. I've got a water, like a spray bottle, and I'm gonna spray it. So we don't want this to go dry. Radish seeds are just a little bit smaller than the beetroot, but they are quite similar. Not the smallest of the seeds, but not the biggest neither. Okay, just gonna pat it down and all done. And now the fun bit, friends. And we're gonna do the soil blocker. Right, I think I'm gonna use this medium for the sweet peas, because the sweet pea seeds are quite large and medium size. So I've got some of my home saved seed. Well, all of them home saved seeds. I've got Cosmos here and Marigold. So yeah, sweet peas goes this tray, and then I cannot wait to try this teeny weeny tiny soil blocker for some of the rest of the flowers. Okay, let's do this, friends. I might do a switcheroo with a tray, a full tray of compost. Let's do it. I think this should be now more moist what it is, so I might need to put some water in this one because they might fall apart. Let's do one, but I think this is too dry now. I'm just gonna try it anyway. It doesn't fall apart. Might be alright. Let's do a few more. This is so much fun. This tray hasn't got a flat bottom, so it's a bit wobbly, but I think that doesn't matter. I absolutely love the smell of sweet pea, and it's so beautiful. Let's put about 3 seeds in that little hole. The soil blocker makes a tiny little hole in the middle. I think I might finish this tray with this and see how it goes. So this is all gonna be sweet peas. So we will plant this out hopefully soon, hopefully next month. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. I think we can add 12 rows of 4 in here. And I'm already thinking, where shall we put it? Everything is new to me this year. It's like being in a new garden. I am. It's all. Oops, this one is not the best. Let's put this back. It's all new to me this year. Let's do this again. I think it's a little bit dry. I maybe should have added a bit more water. I'm really not sure. I've watched so many videos, but everybody says like different things. Some people put so much water in it that they literally, when they squish it, the water just runs down from their hands, and I'm like, really, that much water we need to add? Ah, this is not good. I mean, it's good, but 2 didn't come out. I'm sure I do 10 more trays and I'll be perfect making them. Let's open this one. I'm not sure now actually which one is the... I'm sure all got fragrant because there is two different varieties of sweet peas. There is possibly more. The perennial sweet peas hasn't got scent. Looks gorgeous and got actually in fact more flower. But I really like that smell, scented ones, which is so lovely. Then I just walk past the sweet pea trellis in a garden. I can smell it straight away. And it does need trellising, so that's what I'm thinking. You might need to either make a trellis or let it run on the fence. I'm not sure what to do yet. What do you think? Okay. Still got loads left. We can still do some more. But if this all germinates, I think we've got plenty here. I just need to cover these seeds back up now and we're good. I'm using these varieties from last year. So what we've used the Cosmos, the Rose, Sweet Kiss, Seashells mix. It was so beautiful. So I don't know these home safe seeds, which variety is gonna be which one, friends, to be honest, but never mind. I'm just reusing these labels anyways. I haven't got label for the sweet peas. I need to make one. So I put sweet pea right, and I'm just gonna drop it in there for now. Right. I'm just hoping that you can still hear me because of this rain pounding on this roof above us. It's warm, but it's windy and rainy. Cut it down just a gentle pat, and I think we're good. Keep having loads of compost coming up to my clothes. Right, that's good. Put it there. What we're gonna do next, friends? Oh, the small seed tray thing. It's right here in front of us. Right. Okay, we don't need this now. This one's still got a bit of vermiculite in there. A good mix. Right, ready? First time I'm doing this. Not good. Do it one more time. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I like this. I can put some water in there. Better. These are literally so teeny tiny. Oh no! This tiny soil blocking. I don't know how this is going to work out, but I'll just put some more water so it's very damp now. Looking better. They're so tiny, these only work for like really tiny mini flower seeds. So I think the Marigold and the Cosmos are quite largish seeds. So I think I'm gonna use different method for those. But the Amaranth and the Red Hot Poker, it's got tiny mini seeds. So we're gonna experiment with those. Oh dear, right. So let's do the Red Hot Poker. It's got a sign in here. I can take that off. And use this up. I've never grown this from seed. So this is the first timer for me. And I'm only putting one seed per cell, friends. Oops, if I can put it in the middle, that'll be good. Oh dear, this is gonna take me forever. Never mind. You know, this little machine actually came with it. We'll try that another day. Go with the old-fashioned method. Drop the seed in if you can. I honestly can't even see it. Same color than the soil. This seed. We'll see how it goes. This is so small. Honestly, I think it's only, where are we, here? I'm gonna put it there. Like that. Here you go. Amaranth's got a sign. I thought it had. Hasn't got one. Okay. Let's put this. This one is even smaller. This one, it's like size of a poppy seed, friends. Teeny, teeny, tiny. This is gonna be fun. Right. Okay. I really just want literally few seeds. I don't even know what's going on. I really need to focus. I think I've dropped about 10 in one now. Oh dear. Friends, this is, I need to put a divider here, something just for a sec. Okay, so that's an amaranth. This is here is the Red Hot Poker. I think I'm just gonna use this for now. Like that. And next, I'm gonna experiment with this Cosmos. Oh, right. Yeah, these are big seeds, friends. Yeah, this is not gonna work, but never mind, I've got loads. So, it might work. We'll see how it goes. Okie doke. Cover this up now. I think these two need light to germinate, so I'm gonna leave that alone. But I'm gonna cover up the Cosmos. This looks like so much mess, friends, but it's a learning curve. We'll get better. Right, let's do another one. Actually, no, because we need to finish off the Cosmos and the Marigold, and for that we need something bigger than this, friends, to be honest. For now, yeah, I'm gonna use these. Right. So I'm just gonna fill these up, and that's it, friends. We finished. Only the Cosmos and the Marigolds to go, and that's it. What I'm gonna do before I go to the house and get dinner ready, I'm just gonna sieve some more compost. So we're gonna have some compost for the next time we're gonna come out, when possibly we're gonna do some more flowers, and we might gonna start sowing some tomato seeds. Or I have a look my plan what's next in line to sow. But the brassicas and the lettuces, you know, loads of things we've sown, they're already up. They are now happily growing under the grow light, because as soon as they germinate, they come off the heat, and I'm just providing some extra light for them. But we are getting very close now to the longer day hours. These are very wet now, definitely don't need. And probably we're gonna separate these now, friends. I grow marigolds as a companion plant. They go to the polytunnel next to the peppers, chilies, especially tomatoes. I'm just gonna put one in here, we're gonna know which one is that, hopefully. These are all home-saved seeds, so we'll see how it goes. Although I know it's ideal when I put sign to every single pot, because I keep switching them around as we in a house under the grow light, constantly switching these because of lack of space. But we'll see how it goes for now. I'm just gonna put them all in like that. That's all the signs I've put at the moment. And tidy up. Well, thank you so much for spending time with me today, sowing again all these lovely seeds. We have sown so much already together, and see you very soon, friends. Bye bye. I have been doing exactly the same method of sieving used compost from the start of the seed sowing. My aim is not to buy compost or soil from shop, so I am reusing everything I can. And I had so many peppers and chilies in pots last year. What I've been doing, what you can see, just sieving them through, add some vermiculite, and using this as seed sowing for most of my seeds this year.